Elasticity of demand. It refers to the degree of responsiveness of demand due to change in its determinants. The main determinants are price of a commodity, income of the consumer, and price of related goods. Then the types of elasticity mainly classified into three. First one, price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand means the change in quantity demanded of a commodity due to change in its own price. That means other factors remain constant. The change in price is the cause for change in demand. Then the second one, income elasticity of demand. In this point, quantity demanded of a commodity due to change in consumers' income. The other factors remain constant. The change happened in the case of income of the consumers. If the income of the consumers increase or decrease, that also affect the demand of the product. Then cross elasticity of demand. The change in quantity demanded of a commodity due to change in the price of its related goods. In this case, the price of related goods is the main determinant. Other things are same or there is no change in the case of other things, that is price or consumer's income. But in this case, we only considered the price of related goods. Price elasticity of demand (ED). Price elasticity of demand measures the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity to change in its own price, keeping other factors constant. We already discussed the other factors constant, only change in the price of the goods. Then the formula for calculating price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Price elasticity of a demand is a pure number and does not depend on the units in which price and quantity are measured. Mainly three methods are used for finding or measuring price elasticity of demand. First one is percentage or proportionate method. Second, geometric method. Third, total expenditure or total outlay method. Percentage or proportionate method. Percentage change method is the most common method to measure price elasticity of demand. In this method, elasticity of demand is measured by the ratio of the proportionate change in quantity demanded to the proportionate change in on price of commodity. In this case, we consider the price of the commodity. The other factors remain constant. If any kind of change happen in the case of price, that affect the quantity demanded. EP or ED minus percentage change in quantity demanded upon percentage change in price. Percentage change in quantity demanded equal to delta Q upon Q into 100. Delta Q change in quantity, Q actual quantity. Percentage change in its price, delta P upon P into 100. Delta P change in price, P actual price. Proportionate method mathematically, EP or ED equal to minus delta Q upon delta P into P by Q. EP or ED is negative number because price and quantity demanded are inversely related. Price and quantity are inversely related means demand of a normal commodity is inversely related to its price. That is, when the price of a commodity falls in the market, its quantity demanded increase. Or if price of a commodity increase or raise in the market, the quantity demanded decrease. That is the inverse relationship. In numerical, the minus sign is dropped from the numbers for simplicity and all percentage changes are treated as positive. Total expenditure method, developed by Alfred Marshall. It is also known as total outlay method of measuring price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand can be measured by comparing total expenditure on a commodity before and after the price change. It includes three situations. Elasticity of demand will be greater than unity. In this case, total expenditure increases with fall in price and decreases with rise in price. Here, rise in price and total outlay or expenditure move in opposite direction. Then the second one, elasticity of demand will be equal to unity. When total expenditure of a commodity remains unchanged in response to change in price of the commodity, the value of the price elasticity of demand will be equal to 1. And the third case, elasticity of demand will be less than unity. Total expenditure decreases with fall in the price and increase with rise in price. The value of price elasticity of demand will be less than 1. Price of commodity and total outlay move in same direction. With the help of this example, you can get a clear idea about the inverse relationship of price and quantity demanded. Price of quantity demanded is rupees 10 per unit. Quantity demanded at this price is 100. If price rises by 2 per unit, quantity falls by 20 units. What will be the price elasticity of demand by total expenditure method? Here, basic price is given, that is 10, and basic quantity 100 unit. For finding total expenditure, we use price into quantity. Then 10 into 100, that is 1000. Then the new price is also given, price increased by 2 per unit, that is 12. Quantity fall by 20 units, 100 minus 20, that is 80. For finding new total expenditure, new price into new quantity. New price 12, 10 plus 2. Price increased 2 per unit. So it is 12. Then the quantity falls by 20 units. 100 minus 20, 80. Then we multiply 12 into 80. Then the answer is 960. Here the price of the product increase, that causes to the purchasing power or quantity demanded of the good decrease or falls. Price and total expenditure are changing in opposite direction. Price elasticity of demand will be more than unity, that is elastic demand. Degrees of price elasticity of demand. Slight change in price will cause an infinite change in demand. We already discussed that the change in price goes to the change in demand. If the price of the product increase, the demand will decrease. A small rise in price will lead to zero demand for the commodity. The schedule shows the relation of price and quantity demanded. In this case, price is constant. There is no change in the case of price. Then quantity demanded 10, 20, 30. Then the curve, in its graphical representation, the curve is horizontal, that is parallel to x-axis. Unitary elastic demand. Unitary elastic demand is one in which the percentage change in quantity demanded is equal the percentage change in its price. Demand curve extends towards the x-axis and y-axis in a uniform manner without touching them. That means the demand curve has a rectangular hyperbola. In this case, a change in price is affect the quantity demanded in an equal way. That is, first case price 5, then quantity demanded in units equal to 100. Then a slight change in price, that is 4, its price decrease 1, that is 4. Then quantity demand increase to 120. Then the graphical representation, a rectangular hyperbola shape, ED equal to 1. Less than unitary elastic demand, percentage change in quantity demanded is less than that of percentage change in its price. The demand curve is steeper. In this case, price 5, then quantity demanded 100. Then the next case, price decrease 4, then the quantity demanded increase 105. That means percentage change in quantity demanded is less than that of the percentage change in its price. Then the next one is perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand is one in which the change in price goes to no change in the quantity demanded. That means there is no change in the case of demand. If the price of the product increased or decreased, that never affect the quantity demanded. In this case, the curve is vertical, parallel to y-axis. The schedule shows first case price 5, quantity demanded 100. In the second case, price decreased 4, there is no change in the case of quantity demanded. Then again the price changed 3, the quantity demand constant, quantity remained constant, there is no change in the case of quantity demanded. More than unitary elastic demand. More than unitary elastic demand is one in which the percentage change in quantity demanded is more than that of percentage change in price. Here, first price is 5, then the quantity demanded 100, then the price decreased to 4, then the quantity demand is increased. The demand is higher, that is 140. The demand curve is flatter. Thank you.